Hello, movie lovers. Yeah, you're with Bob. Yeah, on Cosburn Avenue here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's the end of the week. It's Friday. Hear the jingle, jingle, jangle? Wow! So good, I gotta have another one. Woo! I got 3 hairs on my chest. I should put another one there, hopefully. Jack! Say hello to Jack. My daughter, Christine. She loves her dad. Yeah, Kelly and Christine were over at Christine's house on Monday putting up the tree. Christine says, here, take this home to Dad. So Kelly brought it over to me. Love my daughters. They treat me well. Yeah, they do. They love me. They love Daddy. Anyway, let's talk about the movies. I got my tree up. I got most of my stuff in my apartment set up, my nutcrackers. I gotta plug in the snowman. What else I gotta do? I gotta do a couple of more things, but I'm pretty well 90% done decorating the place. Pretty well some of the things are from last year. I got a couple of new things here. I still gotta get a new decoration for my tree. I always buy one every year, or 1 or 2, something, to put on the tree. Haven't got around to doing that yet. Hopefully I might go down to the dollar store and get a little something, but yeah, I'll do that. But Christmas is coming. Good song too, Christmas is coming, yeah. I watched that movie last Christmas with Amelia Clark. I watched it again this week. I watched it last week. I watched it this week. I didn't write it down in my book, but I did watch it again. I like that movie. I don't know why, I just like that movie. It's a fun movie. Serious, fun type thing, movie. But anyway, let's go on with the movies I watched this week, okay? Thanks for all the lovely people watching my videos. I got 304 subscribers now. That always fluctuates, Sometimes one time I reached 300, and the next time I looked I had 298, so. And then I reached 300, and next time I looked I had 299, so. I'm going, I don't know, can't figure that out. But anyway, right now I got 304. So I want to thank everybody for giving me 304 subscribers. Not that I'm not looking forward to 1,000 or 10,000 subscribers. I'm just looking forward to, having a subscriber once in a blue moon, and somebody that subscribes to you, you know what that means, right? They like your channel. They like what you're doing. So I do my best. Showing, videos, clips from movies, playing records, talking, telling stories, showing comic books. I do a lot of different things here. Maybe some people don't like that. Maybe some people just like a comic book channel or a movie channel, but I never did that, never ever done that. I pretty well in the beginning, 10 years ago, I was playing records. And then I started doing different things over the course of 10 years, and now I'm doing what I'm doing now. So anyway, that's me. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. Light my tree, so get the lights on. Yeah, it's a little cold here in Toronto. Rick's coming down tomorrow, so there'll be a Rick and Bob show. Playing records, smoking some dope, watching a couple of Christmas movies, having a pizza. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. That's always fun. Look forward to that. Rick and Bob. That's good for a laugh and enjoyment. And I've known Rick for a long time. I think almost 20 years. Almost going on 20 years. I think it's 20 years. Pretty well close to it. Anyway. What did I watch? I watched Jack Reacher. What is it, Jack Reacher? On Netflix, right? Tom Cruise. First time watch. Never saw it before. For some reason, I don't remember anything about it, so I put down first time watch. Yeah, some guy from the army gets charged with killing people. He's a sniper, and he really thinks he did it, but really, actually, he didn't. So Jack Reacher's got Tom Cruise's character. Jack Reacher delves into it and looks into it and tries to figure out what happened here, and pretty good story. Can't give you too many details. Like I said, it'll spoil it for you, right? So don't want to do that. Oh, you gotta love Jack, eh? I'm telling you right now, it's good for you. It makes your blood flow. Oh, I watched this one for the first time. I saw bits and pieces of it here and there over the years, but I never ever watched the whole thing right through, from the beginning to the end. Netflix, no, yeah, TCM, pardon me, TCM. Bell, Book, and Candle, 1958. Yeah, this witch puts a spell on James Stewart. Yeah, a witch's warlock brother. Yeah, he's in it too. That's Jack Lemmon. He's the warlock brother. He puts a spell on James, so he just ditches the wife. Girlfriend. He's got a girlfriend, so he ditches her and he wants to marry the witch. So they got them. They're gonna get married and all that. So it's pretty good. It's hilarious. I thought it was funny. I gave it a 7. Like I said, can't tell you how the ending is or whatever happens, but gets a decent 7. It's a decent watch. Nothing wrong with it. Took me all these years to watch it, but I got around to it. Like a lot of other movies. How do you watch it? It's impossible to watch everything, right? We all know that, right? You can't watch everything. So every once in a while you miss a good movie, but you might catch it sometime down the road. But who knows? All right, what else did I? Oh yeah, well I watched this one right here. I watched what did I watch? The Bishop's Wife. I watched this week. Right, this is one of the movies I recommended this week also. Yesterday, this was here on the screen saying, "Watch this movie." Bob recommends it. 1947. Cary Grant, The Bishop's Wife. So I watched this. We all know this movie, right? Yep. Henry's looking for some guidance, and who shows up? Right? Cary Grant. Yes. Yeah, the end of the movie, as Hal would say, yeah, it's got a little sad, but, Dudley had to go. He couldn't stay. He had to move on and do other things, but he didn't really want to go. I think everybody that watches this movie, we all think the same thing, that Dudley was falling in love with, Loretta, Julie. So I think that's it. So he really couldn't stay around. He had to go. He had to leave. But, yeah, that's what love can do to you. Even if you're an angel, I guess you can fall in love. But yeah, what did I give this one? Oh, I gave it an 8. It's either an 8 or a 9. Sometimes I can't even make up my mind. But it's definitely better than a 7, right? We all know that. So, yeah, The Bishop's Wife. Then I watched Christmas with the Cranks. Christmas with the Cranks, right? Yeah, their daughter left, right? She's gone to college, university, whatever. She buggered off. They're home all alone. He gets a bright idea. They're not going to have Christmas this year. Nope, no Christmas. Not spending any money on anything. And the neighbors start bugging him, right? Put up Frosty and everything. He's sticking to his guns. No, he's going away. He's going on a trip, right? Yeah, so. Well, what happens? Most of you probably know what happens, but if you haven't seen this movie, you better watch it to find out what happens with Christmas with the Cranks, starring Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis. She fills out a bikini very well. Stop it, Bob. All right, calm down. What else did I watch? Oh, I watched Love the Coopers, Diane Keaton and John Goodman. This one from 2015. Man, that's 6 years ago already? Right, man, time goes by fast. I'm getting older and older. Yes, these two people have been in love for 40 years. But to them, they think the love has gone out of it. He wants to go away on a trip. He wants to take her with him, and He wants to go to, I think it was Mexico or someplace like that. Years ago they were going to go on the trip. They never got it, so he keeps talking about it years and years and years and years. And she says, no, she's not going. She wants to go. He wants her to go. And so they decided to break up. They're not going to be living together anymore after this Christmas, but they don't want to tell anybody. They don't want to spoil Christmas for their kids, right? The whole family's all messed up. They're all wackos. Anyway, they're funny. It's hilarious. It's a good movie. Nothing wrong with it. Diane Keaton does Diane Keaton, right? So, anyway, it's a lovely little movie. What did I give it? I gave it a 7. Another 7. Nothing wrong with it. What else? Yeah, it's real, kids. Oh yeah, this always confused me, these movies. Tarzan the Fearless, 1933. The ape man falls for the daughter of a scientist in search of Tsar, whatever the hell that is. Anyway, stars Buster Crabbe and Jacqueline Wells. Now this movie was out in 1933, right? So I gave it a 5, right? And then I watched Tarzan. That's the first time watch for me too. This Tarzan. I've never seen it before. Even though I know I've heard of it and all that stuff, right? But I never saw it before. Buster Crabbe, yeah, I gave it a 5. You know what I mean? It just didn't. What's the right word I'm looking for? It didn't grab me. It just didn't pull me in. It wasn't crazy over it. I gave it a 5. Now the question is, there was another guy. What is it? Herman Brix, B-R-I-X, I think. I think I got that somewhere too. Maybe I recorded it. But then there's also this movie, Tarzan and His Mate, 1934, right? British ivory hunters want the ape man and Jane to take them to an elephant graveyard, right? Johnny Weissmuller, Maureen O'Sullivan, looking nice, you know what I'm talking about? And Neil Hamilton. So, let me get this straight. Always was a little confusion sets in. Do you mean to tell me there was 3 actors in 1933 or 34 or something like that doing Tarzan movies? You know, like Johnny Weissmuller was Tarzan he made a lot of Tarzan movies, right? And I think Buster Crabbe, pretty sure he made a few. I don't know how many, but a few. But they were all making Tarzan movies at the same time. They were all shown at the theater interspersed with each other. Like 1 month it's Johnny Weissmuller, another month it's Buster Crabbe, and I don't know, another month it's Herman Brix. Like how'd that happen? I'd Grace Burroughs, they let all these movie companies make Tarzan movies? That's confusion to me. I don't know. Pretty sure they were out same year, Tarzan. Different actors. Anyway, I gave it an 8, Tarzan and His Mate, 1934, Johnny Weissmuller. He played a good Tarzan. Near the end now, the last couple of movies, he was a little flabby, right? He's getting old now. What are you going to do? We all get old, right? We can't be Tarzan forever. But, yeah, I gave that an 8. And then I watched, first time watch, this one also, Tarzan and His Mate. I saw before, obviously. I watched The Courier, 2019. This was on Netflix, first time watch. Olga Kurylenko and Gary Oldman. Everybody knows Gary Oldman, right? He's a crime boss. He's killed. He's up in charges, right? He's locked up, and they're trying to keep him. But he's actually sending people out to kill the people that basically are going to testify against him, right? So this courier, she's a courier. She gets sent to this where they're keeping this guy, right, to testify. She's a courier. She doesn't know what she's bringing. She's just bringing something to the site, which is, I don't know, kind of stupid if you ask me. We start thinking about things. Sometimes you can't think about things. Well, why would anybody be delivering something to a safe house or a place where you're keeping a witness, right? And they knocking on the door and they bring it in, and anyway, it's actually a Die Hard movie. Takes place in an underground garage, like a parking lot. If cars are there, right? And an elevator go up and down this floor and stuff. And so this movie takes place 2 hours, basically, most of the time, takes place in this parking lot. she goes around killing everybody, right? What the hell are you? She's got the guy, right? She saved him, right? She's dragging him along. And he says to her, "Who are you?" Right? And anyway, she was in the army. She was special ops, right? So she goes around killing all these guys, like, you know, like a Die Hard movie. And nobody comes downstairs in the elevator. Nobody wants to come down and get their car. Nobody passes through on the way to work, coming from work, going to wherever they're going. So they're actually in this parking lot for 2 hours, shooting machine guns off, right, and yelling and screaming and all this stuff, and nothing happens. Nobody says, "What's that noise?" Nobody shows up on an elevator, come down. Nobody wonders what's going on. It's kind of like, oh, well, but you got to get past that and watch the movie, right? You got to be, you know, you got to dumb up sometimes. But you sit there and go, "Ooh, a little strange." But anyway, yeah, Die Hard in the parking lot. I gave it a 7. Just because the girl, Olga Kurylenko, I think I saw her before in something else. But she does a good job of killing people and kicking ass and kung fu and karate and jujitsu and hubby-dubby-doo and all that shit. So, yeah. And then we got to this one. First time watch for the courier. Yeah, I gave it a 7. I never said that. Now we get to this one. Pig. Yeah, Pig. Just called Pig, right? And it stars Nicolas Cage, Alex Wolff, and Adam Arkin. Adam Arkin, right? He's getting gray hair. He's got a lot of gray hair now. He looks older than his dad. Living alone in the Aragon wilderness, a truffle hunter returns to Portland to find the person who stole this beloved pig. Now, you got to bear with me here on this, right? Now, as old as I am, I must have missed something because I have no idea what a truffle is. I always thought a truffle was like some kind of a chocolate, right? Like a chocolate wrapped up and stuff. I thought that. But obviously it's not. I think it's a mushroom or something, isn't it? Are they mushrooms? Or because the pig digs in the dirt, right? And he pulls these things out of the dirt and the woods and stuff. So I'm not sure, but... yeah, so he goes into town and he goes looking for the people that stole his pig. He's got a pig, he's got a pet pig, and he talks to it and feeds it, and they sleep together. Well, they don't sleep together, I don't think they do. But the pig lays on the floor and he's in a bed, he's an old guy, and he just wants to be left alone. So he trades these truffles to this young guy. This young guy brings him food, right? Canned good stuff, things, to eat and all that stuff. So, yeah. Guys broke in and beat him up, slapped him around, took the pig. So now he's in town looking for his pig. Not a bad story. I gave it an 8. I thought it was good. I liked it. Only thing is, I didn't know what a truffle was. I know what magic mushrooms are. So I gave it an 8. First time watch. Thought it was okay. Now I watched this one. 8-Bit Christmas 2021. Yeah. In the 1980s Chicago, a 10-year-old embarks on a quest to get the latest and greatest video game system for Christmas. I know what this is like. I've been there. I've done this stuff. 1980s, yeah. His sister wants a Cabbage Patch doll. I know what that was like, too, in 1985 or something like that. I lived on, where did I live at? 1983 or something. I think it was 83, 84, something like that. Christine wanted a Cabbage Patch Kid, I think it was. Man, they were hard to get. There was fights over them and brawls and everything. And then this young one, he wants a Nintendo game, right? Yeah, he wants a Nintendo game. That's Neil Patrick Harris. He's telling the story to his own daughter, right? Yeah. So this kind of reminds me of A Christmas Story. Ralphie or Shoot Your Eye Out. It's the same theme, same kind of basic, not the same story, but similarities. But yeah, I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It took me back to the 80s and Cabbage Patch dolls and Nintendo games. And you remember when you used the game itself, the game that, not the player, but the game. I remember you picked it up and you put it in the player. I remember doing that. I don't know what that was for. I think it was probably getting dust off it or something. Yeah, put it in the player. That was fun. This movie is very enjoyable. If you can catch it, where did I watch it at? I think it was on the movie channel here in Toronto and Rogers. I think so. Sometimes I get mixed up, but I'm pretty sure it's a movie channel. 8-Bit Christmas 2021 gets an 8. And then I watched this one. Well, that's the first time watch, right, for the 8-Bit Christmas. And then I watched on Netflix, pretty sure it was Netflix. Oh no, the movie channel, see? The movie channel, movie channel, pretty sure it's a movie channel. I watched Solomon Northup's Odyssey, 1984. This was originally a TV movie. You know the movie that was out a few years ago, 12 Years a Slave? Well, that's this movie, except for it was made for TV, right? I think it's 90 minutes or something. A fact-based chronicle of a northern black man kidnapped and mistakenly sold into slavery in the pre-Civil War South. Avery Brooks and John Saxon. Pretty well what you see in here, you see in 12 Years a Slave. You know, some of the scenes, not all the scenes, but some scenes are almost like 12 Years a Slave scenes you're looking at, right? So, like first time watch for that. In the TV movie, I gave it a 7. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. I totally enjoyed it. Gave it a 7, so there you go. And all the movies I watched this week. So I do hope you enjoyed that little thing, right? So. And I watched this. This is not a movie, right? This is a music video. This is Styx and REO Speedwagon. Recorded live at the Riverport Amphitheater, St. Louis, Missouri, June the 9th, 2000. Man, 21 years ago. Yeah, Styx, Blue Collar Man. Yeah, fooling yourself. Lady, REO Speedwagon, Don't Let Him Go, you know. Keep on Loving You, stuff like that. Yeah, it's interesting. I liked it. Haven't seen it for years. But anyway, it's not a movie, but I thought I'd throw that in there. I don't use it. Oh, it's still in the player. I never took it out. Anyway. Yeah. So there you go, people. And Merry Christmas. Christmas is coming. It's coming soon, so yeah. See you next week. Give your mom and dad a hug.